This is something the mainstream media is not going to report to you. Donald Trump just did something, incredible for the homeless. President Trump to build a National Center for Homeless Veterans using funds that were previously spent on illegal immigrants. I'm going to show you how the Democrats are melting down about this, but we would all agree this is what we voted for.
Crooked Joe Biden, the U.S. government has spent nearly $1 billion to house illegal aliens and foreign migrants in expensive luxury hotels, courtesy of you, the American taxpayer, and they want to spend billions and billions more. In many states, we're running out of hotel space because the rooms are all booked up with illegal aliens living in a very large way on the American taxpayer's dime. Meanwhile, we have 33,000 veterans in this country who are homeless and living very poorly, I might add, and it's a shame. They're living in filth and squalor on our streets. Nobody is doing a thing for them. We helped them a lot during my 4 years, and it's all been dropped. Everything we did for our veterans has been dropped. It's a disgrace. Joe Biden puts illegal aliens before homeless veterans, and we cannot let this happen any longer. The American veteran is one of our greats. These are great, great people. We have to take care of them. When I am reelected, this national scandal will end. On day one, I will sign an executive order to cut off Joe Biden's massive spigot of funding for shelter and transport of illegal aliens and redirect a portion of those savings, a very large portion, I might add, to provide shelter and treatment for homeless American veterans. I will make it a personal mission to totally eradicate veterans' homelessness in America by the end of next term. You'll see a big difference, just like you did at the VA, just like you did with, frankly, everything we touched. The border was the best border we've ever had. We were energy independent. We were soon going to be energy dominant. Our country was doing great. We had no inflation. We had the best economy in history. We're going to take care of our veterans. If you have served this nation in uniform, the Trump administration will never betray you as Joe Biden and the radical left Democrats have done. They have truly betrayed you. Anybody voting for a Democrat is very foolish, very, very foolish. We certainly will not be putting illegal alien lawbreakers up in ultimate luxury while American veterans lay shivering on the sidewalks below. Unlike Biden, our loyalty will not be to illegal aliens who have violated our borders and come into our country illegally. They've trampled our sovereignty. It will be to the brave men and women who enlisted their lives to defend our borders and to protect our sovereignty. Thank you very much. We're going to take care of our veterans.
And the Democrats are going to say he didn't campaign on it. Veterans before illegals is what's the new hashtag, so to speak. But we definitely need to bring more awareness to this. As you can see, this was prior to him taking office. And today we're going to discover whether or not he's been making good on that. Latina Gomez asks, it's insane that these Democrats gave free hotels, housing, and health care to illegals while our veterans were out on the street. That is really insane to think about. You have all of these Democrat-ran cities, and you have them campaigning like, oh, we're going to do this for the homeless and homeless and homeless that. However, in all their positions, they ain't doing diddly squat. Nothing. Gunther asks, is Trump not the best president ever? Oh, my gosh, this is absolutely beautiful. Well done, President Trump. This is the way. I love this beyond words. This is exactly what I want my tax dollars going to. Not a transgender opera in Peru. Now, of course, that comes with some flack. Right here, you have a leftist losing their mind because ICE is deporting illegals, including women and children.
ICE is not interested in deporting criminals. ICE wants to deport your neighbor, the teenager who just graduated from high school, the mothers, the daughters, the babies. They're ratcheting up their operations. Local police are helping them, like what just happened in Worcester. And they are picking up immigrants who have done nothing to deserve it. This is mass deportation, and this is a police state. ICE is not.
If you are here illegal, you are a criminal. Simple as that. If you are here illegally, you are a criminal. I'm not sure what else you need. However, if you need further clarity, we have my guy Stephen Miller here, who confirms President Trump is considering. I'm sorry, why did I just do that on that word? Trump is considering suspending the writ of the habeas corpus to deport millions of illegals. No more allowing radical judges to infringe on his constitutional deportation powers. Amen to that. I can get behind that for sure.
First. Pundit, I have two quick questions. First, President Trump has talked about potentially suspending habeas corpus to take care of the illegal immigration problem. When could we see that happen, do you think?
Well, the Constitution is clear, and that, of course, is the supreme law of the land, that the privilege of the writ of habeas corpus can be suspended in a time of invasion. So to say that's an option we're actively looking at. Look, a lot of it depends on whether the courts do the right thing or not. At the end of the day, Congress passed a body of law known as the Immigration and Nationality Act, which stripped Article 3 courts, that's the judicial branch, of jurisdiction over immigration cases. So Congress actually passed, it's called jurisdiction stripping legislation. It passed a number of laws that say that the Article 3 courts aren't even allowed to be involved in immigration cases. Many of you probably don't know this. I'll give you a good example. Are you familiar with the term temporary protected status, or TPS, right? So by statute, the courts are stripped of jurisdiction from overruling a presidential determination or a secretarial determination on TPS when the Secretary of Homeland Security makes that determination. So when Secretary Noem terminated TPS for the illegals that Biden flew into the country, when courts stepped in, they were violating explicit language that Congress had enacted, saying they have no jurisdiction. So it's not just the courts aren't just at war with the executive branch, the courts are at war, these radical rogue judges, with the legislative branch as well, too. So all of that will inform the choices the president.
Hey, look, man, I agree with Trump. This is definitely an invasion. I would classify this as an invasion, especially, and knowing the corruption behind Biden and the Biden administration. Yeah, man. So it's habeas corpus, which is basically saying Trump is going to also exercise what's in the Constitution. What's in the law as well about getting rid of these illegals at an expedited, on an expedited process without having to be able to see a judge. But yeah, I'm tired of these Democrats. They're blocking deportation policies. They're challenging executive orders and overall protecting illegals with this whole due process scenario, which I just can't continue to get behind, because it's like, you want due process for somebody who came here and already is a criminal. Trump tracker at no more checks and balances. Hopefully you won't mind, President. AOC disregards any checks and balances. Oh my God, the trolling. However.
And this is why I voted for Trump. This is what it means to actually put Americans first. Trump is going to build a national center for homeless veterans with funds previously spent on housing for illegal aliens. Now, let me ask you, where would you prefer your tax dollars going? To illegal aliens? Or to patriots that served and defended this nation during the best years of their lives? And the goal is by 2028 to be able to house over 6,000 homeless veterans, which is just awesome. And this is how we continue to put Americans first.
Amen to that. I would love to see this transpire, and our veterans, man, they deserve the utmost respect. They put their lives on the line, man, to protect our freedoms. They put their lives on the line to protect our freedom of speech. Excuse me. And they deserve to be treated with the utmost respect and fairly. You have no money to help. Excuse me. Government apparently has no money to help them, but they have all the money in the world. Oh my gosh. Ooh, they have all the money in the world to help all these illegal aliens. Ooh. Come on, we're allergic to the BS, that's all. We're allergic to these liberal ways. Okay, back from my train of thought. My fault, y'all. they could never find the money to do what's actually okay or what's in the best interest of actual Americans. And it's despicable to know that they can't even fund it for the Americans whom have fought for our freedoms. However, they can come up with billions of dollars to help house illegal aliens. Come on, guys. A Democrat in 2025 is just insane. However,
if you're a Trump supporter, don't fucking look at me when I roll by or walk by, because you don't want this. Remember, I'm Latina. You don't want this. You don't get to fucking look at me.
it's not because you Latina.
And look at my body if you fucking support Trump. You freak. If you're
Okay. I'm not going to look at you no more. Today, which was yesterday, Donald Trump wrote, I signed an executive order to launch the first ever self-deportation program. Illegal aliens who stay in America face punishments, including sudden deportation in a place and manner solely of our discretion. To all illegal aliens, book your free flight right now.
Today, I signed an executive order to launch the first ever self-deportation program for illegal aliens. We are making it as easy as possible for illegal aliens to leave America. Any illegal alien can simply show up at an airport and receive a free flight out of our country. We have also launched a phone app called CBP Home. That's CBP Home, where illegals can book a free flight to any foreign country. As long as it's not here, you can go anywhere you want. We're also adding a very important exit bonus for illegals to further incentivize their self-deportation. This deportation bonus will save American taxpayers billions and billions of dollars. What Biden did to this country can never be explained, will never, ever be accepted. Eventually, when the illegals are gone, it will save us trillions of dollars. However, if illegal aliens choose to remain in America, they're remaining illegally and they will face severe consequences. Illegal aliens who stay in America face punishments including significant jail time, enormous financial penalties, confiscation of all property, garnishment of all wages, imprisonment and incarceration, and sudden deportation in a place and manner solely of our discretion. So to all illegal aliens, book your free flight right now. We want you out of America, but if you're really good, we're going to try and help you get back in. Thank you.
Hey, that's our president right there, man. I don't see how these Democrats can sit here and support these pedophiles, criminals over veterans. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense at all. But shout out to Donald Trump. This is the way for sure. Self-deportation, easy way out, bro. It gives you opportunity to be able to come here the right way. You came here and got you a little money, it's time for you to go. Y'all be safe. Go check on somebody today. You could be saving their life.